Well, the candidates had some tough words for each other, but how did their messages resonate? Our political panel is here with their take. Nomiki Konst is a Democratic strategist and the executive director of the Accountability Project, and Ron Meyer is the editor of Red Alert Politics. Thank you both so much for joining us again. Always love having you here after the debates. Yes, good morning, long night as well.
Oh, yeah.
So let's talk about the winners and the losers of last night's debate. First, overall, Nomiki, I'll start with you. Who did you think won it?
I hate saying this. Donald Trump. He just, listen, he was talked about on one network for a good portion of the debate, and then he was aired live on two other networks. The guy's a genius. The guy is a genius. And not only that, he knew that Ted Cruz would be on the defense during the entire debate, and guess what? He was.
Yeah.
And I think that Ted Cruz went down in the polls after
A lot of people said maybe that was his strategy to begin with, and it wasn't so much about the issues that he brought up to begin with. So, Ron, what do you think?
Well, I think Marco Rubio won last night, and pretty decisively, because his weakest point was immigration. I still think he came out okay on it, but he was refreshing, he was calm, he had a good pace about him. He came off as a commander-in-chief, and I think he landed his punches when he needed to, and he spoke directly to evangelicals, and that's a really key vote in Iowa.
You think?
Yeah. Well, he spoke directly to them, very directly.
Oh, boy, did he.
I'd say Rand Paul was a quick runner-up because he got a ton of time. He was last in the polls, got a ton of time, made his points, reached his constituency. I wouldn't be surprised to see both of these guys finish better than they're polling right now because they have a youth following, and young people really aren't polled in Iowa.
Yeah, and Marco Rubio had some good one-liners as well, perhaps the most popular of the evening. So what about the loser, do you think?
Ted Cruz, who was my winner last time. I mean, this is a guy who knows how to debate very well, and he got into a little tiff with Chris Wallace, which didn't make him look good, and it sort of reminded people of one of the biggest criticisms, which is he doesn't get along with others. He doesn't play well with others. Listen, he's refined, he knows how to stay on message, he can respond to any sort of criticism, but he really needs to work.
You're referencing when he said, if you ask me another mean questions, I'll walk off the stage.
I'll walk off the stage.
I think it was a joke. I think that he was trying to be funny at that point. I don't know.
Before he even got to that, complaining about time, complaining about questions, nobody likes that. Why don't these candidates get it? Stop complaining about time.
Ron, what do you think?
Do presidents whine and complain? Do presidents have to make excuses? I mean, listen, Ted Cruz was the clear loser last night, unquestionably. Exposing his hypocrisy on immigration, Rand Paul saying that, you know what, you're a hypocrite, you call us all rhinos, yet we're fighting the same battles. That really made him look like who he is, and that's someone who picks fights needlessly, makes other people in his party look bad. That's why he has almost zero allies, even among conservatives on the Hill.
Which is ironic because he's actually an ally
from our polling numbers. He does have support from the polling numbers. Let's see what happens. We have to wrap it up, though. Just very quickly, the undercard debate. Quick, just your name. Winner, loser.
Jim Gilmore.
Okay.
Hey.
Winner.
We know who he is.
Yeah, we know who he is now.
So
and your winner.
Carly won, Rick Santorum, big loser. Even Jim Gilmore beat him. Good for Jim.
That is true.
Go, Jim.
Thank you both for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here. All right.